plaintiff, Chantel Cruz, says she first met the defendant several years ago at a party, and she rejected his advances. Chantel claims a few years later they saw each other at a family reunion, and only then did they discover that they were actually cousins. Chantel is suing her cousin for totaling her car. Defendant Idris Michael Cottle says on the night he met Chantel, he was looking good, and she was the one who approached him. Idris admits he was a little hurt that she rejected him, but he treated her with the utmost respect. Idris insists Chantel is to blame for the car accident, and he's countersuing for defamation of character.
Start with you.
All right, well, first off, Your Honor, let me start off by saying I actually met the defendant in 2004 at a mutual friend's house, a little get-together, and I had no idea that he was my cousin. This night that I met him, he was like all in my face, all in my space. I mean, I definitely can see why. You know, I'm irresistible. He was all in my face, but I shot him down. And luckily we did, because if I hadn't shot him down, we would be kissing cousins. Like, we would be here for counseling rather than suing over the car right now. So when I shot him down, he was mad or whatever. You know, he used profanity. He was pretty mad, you know, that I didn't talk to him.
Negative.
He was very mad. He was very mad, Your Honor, that I didn't talk to him. Now, lo and behold, 2 years later at a family reunion.
Some men do that. I'm not saying that that's what you did, but some men, they curse women because they won't give them any action.
Defendant Idris Michael Cottle says when he first met the plaintiff, she wanted to get with him. But a few years later, they saw each other at a family reunion and discovered that they were actually cousins.
I told my daughters, if any of them ever do that to you, and they curse you because you won't give them your number, tell them to change your mind and say, well, I'll change my mind. I do want to meet you. Let me get your number. I said, just get their phone numbers and give them to daddy. They'll get a call, all right. It won't be my daughters calling them. But yeah, that's really bothers me. Just because a woman rejects them because they don't look worthy of the woman. I'm like you. Look at all that. What you call? You said, what'd you do? How'd you do it?
I mean, I'm irresistible.
Right,
I
you're irresistible. Right.
I mean,
so
I already know.
If you feeling like that about yourself and some young scrub comes up and is trying to holler at you, I don't blame you. I'd say no either. But he's not a young scrub. He's a young, handsome, productive man, right?
Yes, sir.
Doing good for himself. Pop your collar. That's right.
I beg to differ, Your Honor.
But he doesn't probably think you're worthy of him, do you?
No, sir, I don't.
He wouldn't have been in my face, Your Honor, if that was the case. He wouldn't have been all in my face,
so
but he
before
wasn't
we get to
my type.
the vehicle, what else you want me to know about you and your cousin?
Okay, so I see him again 2 years later at a family reunion. I'm like, what are you doing here? Lo and behold, his father, my mother, first cousins. Okay. So we have the same great-grandmother. Then after the little reunion, he denied knowing me. He denied trying to talk to me or any of that. He denied I shot him down.
Now, how long had it been?
It had been 2 years, Your Honor.
And you'd only met him once?
Exactly. Well, I had seen him through the neighborhood.
And you say he didn't remember you?
He claimed that he didn't remember me.
But you sure remembered him.
I sure did.
From that one encounter?
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Proof is in the pudding.
He doesn't remember, but you do.
Yes, I definitely remember the foul profanity. I remember everything about
okay, maybe that's why, because it was so negative.
Yes,
all right.
I never.
Let me hear your side. Then we're going to get to the vehicle you're suing him for, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, she's correct. We did meet at a party, but swag was jumping out the roof. And when I mean that, I mean swag is like what you all used to say, soul. That's what we call swag.
What do you mean, you all?
I'm sorry. What I mean by you all, okay.
I got current swag. I'm not OG.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I did a charity for Dwayne Wade to judge his talent contest. He was doing a charity he does here in Chicago. So I'm there, and when he introduces me or whatever over the microphone, he said, yeah, we got Judge Mathis, the OG. OG means old gangster or something. Yeah. Original gangster. Yeah. As if I'm old now, huh?
No, I didn't mean it in those terms.
But like y'all used to do. Go ahead.
Now, Your Honor, as I was saying, swag was jumping out the roof. I mean, I walked in, I was feeling like Bruce Leroy at the end of The Last Dragon. You know, I just came in, I had all white on. looking for vanity. And I was in there, and she spotted me. And I got to talking to her. I came like a perfect gentleman. All that cursing, I don't know what. That's a lie. I came like a perfect gentleman. I went and bought a book, and I asked her about, maybe conversating with her later on another time. She told me no, which is correct. My ego was, it was crushed a lot. It wasn't even a little. It was a lot.
Thank you.
I did everything the right way. I was a perfect gentleman, and it works any other time.
No, Your Honor.
I felt like.
No.
I mean, why not? But
you didn't curse the girl, did you?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Yes, he did, Your Honor. Yes, he did, Your Honor.
But still,
his ego was bruised, and if his swag was on point like he thought, why didn't he get my number? Exactly.
Let's get to the vehicle. That's it. Vehicle, what you suing him for?
Now, from the family reunion, when, after we met at the family reunion, me and Michael became inseparable. Like, everywhere I was, Michael was. Like, sometimes Michael just pop up at my house. He got the whole day plan where we're going in my car.
Okay.
He needs to go get a haircut. I'm waiting on him to get his haircut. I'm running him and his friends who never has this. I'm running him and his friends, and they never putting gas in my car. I'm running them on their errands.
What sister do you know is going to let you ride around for free? You and your friends. Ride around for free, not ask for no gas, family or not.
I did that out of love, Your Honor.
I got a
out of love.
First cousin I hang out with a little bit. Janet. Let me think with Janet. No, you're right. She wouldn't let me ride for free.
That's all right.
No. Go ahead.
Defendant Idris Michael Cottle says when he first met the plaintiff, she wanted to get with him. But a few years later, they saw each other at a family reunion and discovered that they were actually cousins.
So what happened, man?
On this night, July 25th, Michael called me and he asked me if I could take him. One of his friends had just came home and he wanted me to take him to a get-together, a welcome home party. We go to the place, we kick it for a couple of hours or whatever. It got pretty late. We left. Michael drives the car. I'm kind of tired. I get in the back seat of my car.
You was kind of drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drinking. Michael wasn't drinking. I was tired. Lo and behold, we get on the E-way. Michael's speeding. He misses the exit to merge over to the other E-way. He slams my car. Boom. He speeds up, slams my car into the middle of the median. Totals the car. The car crushes, is smoking. No one cares about me. It's a two-seater. I'm in the back. Michael hops out, slammed the door back. He's, I'm screaming. Oh my God. They leave me in the car, Your Honor. They hop out the smoking car, leave me in the car. His friend hops out and jump over the E-way. His friend was gone. So it's me and Michael standing there. Michael's like, oh, I got you. I'm so sorry. I'm a little hysterical looking at the car. My nose busted, mouth busted. It was a very bad accident, Your Honor. And we were very blessed to live through that. My car was total. So the next day, I talked to Michael. I told Michael, that was kind of messed up what happened last night, but I'm just glad we lived through it. But now you're going to have to pay me for that car. I had the car for 3 months
what
at the time. Say? He said, oh, yes, of course, cuz.
I did not say that.
What amount did he agree to pay?
I had just paid $2,000 for the car.
You don't have the Blue Book value?
Yes, I have the Blue Book value. I have.
So let me hear from you.
I have the bill of sales because I actually got the car.
The reason why
I actually got the car.
Just give him the
sale.
Blue Book value, man.
I do.
You like to talk.
She liked to talk. That's why we crashed the car. Because we sitting around here, and in regards to that, she was drinking. It wasn't like she was tired. She was tired because she was tired of drinking because she had so much to drink. That's why she was tired. And the story that she's telling is tired as well. And prior to me about to go ahead and drive, I was about to get off on another exit. I was going to go towards Indiana. She yelling, no, Mike, get over. Hit me all on my shoulder and stuff. That's what threw me off and had me swerve the car back over, and I lost control of the car because she steady hitting me on my shoulder, yelling in my ear, going crazy, and I end up, yes, I did. I ran into the median.
Did you direct him that he was going off the wrong exit?
Yes. When I did tap him to turn the radio down to tell him, Michael, we're exiting here, he sped up and crashed the car.
It was $2,000. You only suing for $1,950. Has he given you something?
Yes.
$50?
Yes. The day after he crashed.
Well, he's paid his share, haven't you?
Thank you, sir.
$50. Thank you, sir. $50. You think $50 is all you
I told
should
her,
pay?
Your Honor, I told her, I never gave her a set amount. I never told her, okay, Chantel, I'm gonna pay you $2,000.
Yes, he did.
No, negative. No, I did not. I did not say that.
Your counterclaim for $500 is for what, sir?
Defaming character, sir.
How so?
Because she went around and she was telling one of my other cousins, she even told one of her friends that came in town how, oh, Mike, he bogus. He grinding. Girl, don't talk to him, girl. He bogus. He'll do you in.
He's lying.
Do you in what way?
As far as like, I'm
Your car?
whatever matter. She
If she was talking about that, that's not defamation. That's true.
No, it wasn't in regards to that. She basically saying that I would just do her wrong. Like, she told my cousin I was bogus because I didn't look out for her. I didn't pay any money, and I was giving.
And you
her.
have it.
Your Honor. Now, what I was doing at the time, I didn't have a job, and what I told her was that I was gonna look out for her the best way I could.
At least $50 every week because he received unemployment, Your Honor.
Ma'am.
Not every week.
Defendant Idris Michael Cottle says when he first met the plaintiff, she wanted to get with him. But a few years later, they saw each other at a family reunion and discovered that they were actually cousins.
Couple of things here. I'm going to conclude this was contributory negligence. You asked him to drive. That's the first thing. And he says you were drunk. You admit you were tired. He was doing something for you. Then you, by your own admission, tapped him to tell him, get off the exit. Well, clearly you did it too late. I'm going to grant you $1,000 judgment, ma'am. Again, you're going to have to eat the other $1,000 because I believe you contributed to this. And lastly, sir, I'm dismissing your claim for $500 for defamation. I don't hear where she has defamed your character. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,000. Have a good day.
Thank you. Well, I just think it's messed up that you didn't pay me for my car and all this time has went by and you could pop bottles with little mamas and all of that, but you can't take care of home. You should have been paying me for my car and you know that I did not cause that accident.
I did. What
you were negligent.
Come on now, I looked out for you and you know I was looking out for you. You wouldn't even give me a chance.
It's almost been a year.
Oh,
when were you
God.
going to pay me for my money? You're fresh, but when are you going to pay me for my money? Never. And then I just got this.
I don't owe you, Chantel.
It doesn't. You do owe me, Michael. You crashed my car.
Negative.
I know it's just messed up that this done drove a rift between us, and I don't think I'm ever going to talk to him again.
That's cool.
I'm through. I'm through with Michael.
That's cool. I have no problem with that.
I'm through.